Hello, everyone, and welcome to Are Forza podcast. Today we have with us Tacku Racer. Hi, Tacku. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing
Hi.
good.
Hi. Thank you for being here and talking to me today. Thank you very much. For those that don't know, Tacku Racer is a YouTuber and he's a Forza and NASCAR guy. So we are going to talk a little bit about his YouTube channel and the NASCAR series he's creating. Yep. So let's
Yep.
start with the Forza questions. So, what's the first Forza game you played?
The first ever Forza game I ever played was Forza Motorsport 4. That was the
Okay.
first one I ever played. And after that, it went into Horizon 3,
Okay.
which was my
Okay.
first Horizon series game I ever played.
Have you after played Forza Horizon 2 and Forza Horizon 1?
I never played Horizon 1, but I did play Horizon 2 when they had that little deal going on. I think anniversary edition of it.
Yes, I think it's the same that I bought. I purchased. I had already, but I had just the simple CD, and then I purchased the digital copy with the anniversary edition. I know it was very cheap. It was like, oh yeah, I can't miss it. Even though I already have
I
the
think
game,
I think I think at the
I will buy
time it was
again.
like I think at the time it was like $10 for the anniversary edition. I was like, okay, I'll get it.
Yeah, I think it was something like that also. I remember it was very cheap, the one that I bought, because I already had the game, but I didn't have the complete edition. But I said, oh, let's buy it again. Why not?
Yeah.
I will not drink coffee for 3 days, though. Something like that. What's your favorite car?
My favorite car, honestly, it has to be my dream car. It has got to be a 1970 Dodge Charger RT with a 426 Hemi.
Okay, okay. And now we are going to talk about the tracks. Do you have a favorite track?
Oh, I do have a favorite track.
Yeah, tell me.
It's got to be Daytona International Speedway, the oval circuit.
It's my favorite too because it's very simple.
It's very simple, and also I've been to it twice
Okay, nice. That's
for
very nice.
the Coke Zero Sugar 400, which was the NASCAR event,
Yeah.
the series, the regular series finale, and the first time he went to, Kevin Harvick won it, and this last time he went to it, I forget who. It was Kyle Larson who won it, the regular season championship. And
Okay.
of course, they heads into the playoffs, which the championship rounds.
Yeah. Do you live close to Daytona?
Unfortunately, I do not. That's all the way in Florida. I'm all the way in Mississippi. That's like close to
Okay.
about a 6 to 10 hour drive.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It sounds very far. It's too long if we have to drive that much just for a race. But I'm pretty sure it was very fun.
Oh, it was. It was very fun.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I have been to some rally races and the rallycross championship, and it was fun. But I don't think it was the same thing like a NASCAR race because I don't know much about it, so maybe I'm saying some BS here. But for what I see in movies and on TV when they talk about NASCAR, it's like whoa, it's huge. I think it's even bigger than Formula One. Sorry if I'm saying bullshit, people. Just say it to me. It looks
Okay,
like
here's a little thing about that. F1 is big because they go
yeah,
all over the place.
yes,
NASCAR is only big in the states because they're only
exactly.
located into the states.
Yes, yes, but everything USA is USA. It has to be big and better. so, so NASCAR is. I mean, for me, yes, it
Yeah.
looks like a very big event that happens there, and I think mostly Americans like it. Even though I have known so many people here in Europe who enjoy them too. So, yeah, I think you guys will getting NASCAR worldwide everywhere.
Yeah.
And what's your least favorite track?
Honestly, any road
Mm,
courses.
okay.
I cannot. I'll drive them. I'll drive on them. Some are good, some are bad, but I just don't really care for them. They're just too complicated for me.
But are you
That's
talking
why I
about
kind
like
of like
Forza Horizon tracks? Are you saying, or in general in Forza Motorsport, like then in Praga or in Monaco that are in street race?
in
What do you
general.
mean by that? Mm.
In general, it's just really complicated for me because I'm trying. I just never got the hang of it. I'm trying to catch up to the leaders and all that, but next thing I know, I got to brake, make a sharp turn. Car won't turn all the way,
Yeah,
so I understeer into the wall.
yeah,
It's just
yeah.
I don't have that fine tune to do a road course and all that type of stuff.
Okay, okay, okay. I understand. I those people that have seen me racing when I stream, they know that I don't like in the city. I remember in First Horizon 4, when we were like in Edinburgh, we had those steps in front of the doors that were like in the middle of the race. They were horrible. And now in Forza Horizon 5 in Guanajuato, and the tunnels that have those invisible walls or invisible, I don't know. It's very complicated. That's
Yeah. Also,
my
one thing I hate about
experience.
some of those road courses is the invisible walls in
Yes,
games.
yes. I really hope they fix it someday. Please. um so when did you realize you were like you have this passion for cars, or we can say more for NASCAR though?
Okay, so we have this running joke in my family because I'm the
Yeah.
only one that's into cars.
Okay.
When my mother was pregnant with me,
Yeah.
she was involved in a car wreck and a car
Okay.
accident.
Okay.
So thankfully everyone was okay.
Yeah.
And so it's
And
kind of
then
become a running joke. Like, oh, it became a
oh
running
wait.
joke. Like, maybe he's into cars because he was in the car wreck.
Could be, could be. Yeah, it's the irony. I mean, you almost wasn't here because of the car accident, and still something like it. That's good. The cars are nice. I like them.
Yeah. And the passion for NASCAR when it came along,
Mm,
I was
yeah.
about 4 years old. And I
Okay.
remember stepping into a doorway. There
Mm,
wasn't a door there. I'm just using it as an example. There was just the arch, the outline of where a door was. And
yeah.
in there was where my grandpa sits. And
Okay.
he has his own room where he watches TV and all that. And he was watching the race.
Yes.
So I'm standing in the background and watching it. And I'm just mind blown of what's going on. And I remember seeing this car going around that the camera was focused on. It was a silver and blue 48
Mm,
Lowe's car. And
okay.
on it was a gold oval in
Mm,
the middle of the hood with a bunch of faces in it. So at that point, I was just hooked onto it. And of
okay.
course, that car ended up winning the race.
Yes.
And years
That's.
later, I found out that guy was Jimmy Johnson.
Mm,
And the whole
I
point,
don't know who he is, but it's okay.
Jimmy Johnson is a
Yeah.
7-time NASCAR champion.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
and in that race in '04, the only reason I
Mm,
remember that so well was because that golden emblem was significantly a tragic event that happened with the team he was running for. And he
okay.
ended up winning that race the week later after the event happened.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that's nice. That's then those small things that we just can't forget that happen in life, and we just can't forget. No, that's nice. It's nice. But so are you the only person in your family that want to watch NASCAR besides your grandfather, or you
At
all?
one point, everyone did watch it. We all
Mm,
used to get around on Sunday evening after we eat, and we watched the race. But
yeah.
unfortunately, everyone kind of fell out of it because most of the drivers that they were rooting for had retired. Of course, I'm the only
Okay.
one who's still interested in it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And so
So
are
it's kind of
you? But
it's
no,
go ahead.
please, you keep talking. No, no, you go ahead.
So it's kind of sad that it's like I'm the only one that still watches it. And it's like
Okay.
I try to do big events. Like I try to grill. I'm trying to grill every Sunday, but I can't do that, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, that's life. That happens.
Yeah.
you know. And now I have a question that maybe we're going to have to think a little about it. What does Forza mean to you?
Honestly, it means a lot to me because
Yeah.
before I started playing online, I had no friends. I was like the outcast of real life stuff because unfortunately for me, I suffer from Asperger's syndrome and high autism.
Okay.
And throughout my life, I was always the weird one who would sit at the desk all alone and all that type of stuff. So when I came into online stuff, I met some friends on it that were interested in the same stuff I was. So
Mm.
it really meant a lot to me to know that, hey, look, I'm not alone in all this stuff.
Mm. There are other
Yeah.
people that like the things. Yeah. Yeah. That's nice. It's nice to have a community where you can find people just like you, even though they are different. They are just like you.
Yeah.
If it makes sense.
And
like people
also, it's
from.
kind of been like Forza has
Mm,
kind of been like my outlet
yeah.
because unfortunately with that stuff I have kind of leads to
Yeah.
me having some thoughts. I'm not going to
Okay.
say what type of thoughts they are. You
Yeah.
can probably guess what that is.
Yes.
And
yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's just been like an outlet for me, especially making delivery, especially making designs and all that.
Yeah. That's good that it helps you somehow
Yeah,
to
it
to keep
does.
focused. Yeah. That's good. I'm happy to know. And can now I'm curious. Where does your game tag come from? Tacku Racer. What does it mean,
Okay.
Taco?
I don't know what it really means. Taku, what it means. I looked
Mm,
over the webs to see what does this mean, and I haven't found anything. Where it originally came from was from a series I used to watch as a kid. It
okay.
was called Hot Wheels Acceleracers. It was a series of movies from Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
And one of the teams that I liked was called Tacku Racers, which is Teku.
Okay. Okay.
And so one day when I'm coming up with the name for my channel and all that, me and my uncle were riding down the road,
Yeah.
and of course I can't use Teku because well that's copyright. So I have
Yes.
to come up with something else. And he's like, well, why don't you come up with Taku? Replace the E with an A and
Yeah.
add a C to it. And that's where it
Yes.
came up with Taku.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, that's nice. It's different. I think we're the first Taku, yeah, I have ever met in my life. So yes.
And of
it's
course
unique.
though, I changed my gamer tag at that time, which you know how Xbox they have these preset gamer tags already
Yes.
made.
Yes. Yes.
Mine was Owen Hornet.
Okay. Oh, and Hornet. Wow.
I have no idea who came up with that.
There are, I don't. I honestly, I don't remember the one that I have gotten, but I have someone that got the General Garlic, and he kept it.
And
So yeah.
I went in to change my name, and of course it
Mm,
wouldn't let me change it unless I add numbers to it. So I put when you see my gamer tag, it's 2018 at the end of it because that's the year I started my whole YouTube
okay.
stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So well, if you had to add a number after your name, so it means there are more people called the Tacku Racer, though.
I haven't met any other person call that name. I
Mm,
just don't know why they said I had to put numbers at the end of it. I've
okay.
never come across anyone with that name before.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, It's okay. Maybe there is another Tacku Racer somewhere.
If he is, he's an imposter.
Yes, you are the original one. You needed to get the verified tick beside your name.
I should probably go to somewhere and have that name. Gosh, what is it called? Uh, Brandon.
Yeah.
Have it.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a common. Okay, so now we are going to talk about your YouTube channel a little. So, how come did you start a YouTube channel?
It all started when I started watching some. Of course, I've always watched YouTube when I was a kid. I
Okay.
remember the first video I watched. Oh my gosh, it seems like a while ago. But it was a video of someone showcasing the Dior 2, and it was playing a
Okay.
theme song that I liked. Of course, that
Yeah.
was back in 2007.
Okay.
And later on, I started getting into racing. That's when I started getting into racing. So I'm following some of these, racer YouTubers, not generally
Yeah.
playing Forza, but some other stuff. And I
Yeah.
remember coming across Jack Ultramotive, which at the time he was going by Jack Ultra Gamer.
Okay.
And so I really liked his stuff. And it got me thinking, it's like, wait a minute, I could probably do some of this stuff too. I mean,
Yeah.
not like what he was doing, but different stuff like his like movie creations that he do. Well, I could probably do a movie creation from a movie that I liked, and probably some other people
Okay.
like too.
Yeah.
And of course, that's when the whole idea for the channel came about, and I met my first crew I had, and of
Mm.
course that was all back on the first channel I created. Uh, yeah, some stuff had happened with me in real life, and
Yeah.
on on Xbox Two.
Okay.
Uh, it
Yeah.
it was just it was like we were going up and up and up and up. Like the channel was
Mm.
doing good and all that type of stuff, and then it just came
Yeah.
down hard,
Okay.
and it messed me up pretty bad too.
Yeah.
Because what had happened was my family, especially my parents, they didn't agree with me doing this whole
Mm.
YouTube stuff.
Okay.
They didn't want me to do it, but
Yeah.
I went ahead and did it anyway.
Okay.
And I would spend multiple hours on Forza coming up with
Mm.
ideas, seeing what I can do for videos
Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah.
And it got
Yeah.
to the point where they were getting onto me because they were saying I was obsessed with it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm enjoying I'm a creative person. I'm
Yeah.
enjoying doing stuff. But they didn't
Mm.
like it.
Yeah. They didn't understand you. Yeah.
No, they don't.
Yeah. I understand.
And
Yeah.
so, especially my grandparents, trying to convince them what I do is important too. And that's never going to happen. They're never going to understand that.
Yeah.
And so, things got really, really bad to the point where I was having a mental breakdown almost every evening.
Yeah.
And so, eventually, they convinced me. I don't say they convinced me, they kind of forced me to go get a job somewhere.
Yeah.
So, got a job at Walmart, and that really hemorrhaged my creativity because having the taste of what is actually like in the real world, it brought me down really,
Yeah.
really bad.
Yeah.
And
But it's
I
also
was,
important to have a job. So I understand them too. It's important. If you have a YouTube channel
yeah,
and you don't get any money from it, but you need a job, I mean, I understand both sides. I understand their side. I understand your side. It's hard. I work. I have a job, and I know how frustrating because I'm tired. I don't want to do anything else after work. So I understand you, but I also understand them because someday I want my kids to go to work. So, yes, I
well, the
understand
thing,
them.
well, the thing that happened was with that
Mm,
was I filled out for a part-time schedule. They had me sign up for
yeah.
full time.
Oh, that's not nice. If we're going
No,
part time and they make full time, yeah.
getting up at 3 in the morning
Mm.
Not so much fun.
No, I know. I know
So,
it.
and it was just a roller coaster. It was just going down, down, and down
Yeah.
and down.
Yeah.
And
But
to
things are.
eventually, yeah,
No, no. Sorry, I was going to cut you. I thought you had finished. Sorry.
sorry. I know I'm just going on and on and on,
No, no,
but
it's
it's just
okay.
so
It's
much stuff
okay.
has
We are here to
happened.
talk. Yeah, but the important is
And
are things better now? I mean, you are able to get your channel a little. You are posting
things
and
are
make creating.
things are starting to go back up a little bit. Like I'm kind of got into a good crew now.
Yeah,
I'm talking to people, and hopefully things can start to grow up. I mean, start to go back
yeah,
up again.
yeah.
Yeah,
So let's hope. Let's hope people will come and enjoying it. See what you do because you are doing a very nice Nascar racing in Forza Horizon 5. You have start when you started it was in Forza Horizon 4 if I remember well, and but then Forza Horizon 5 it came out so you
we
transfer
started
everything to Forza Horizon 5.
we started it in Horizon 4,
Yes.
and
That was
so
the
when
first time I heard about it, yeah.
yeah, that's the first time we ever tried to attempt it. Well, let me back up a little bit.
Yeah.
We done NASCAR races before. There were one-time videos. Those videos tend to do good. That's something
Yeah.
I was noticing. I was like, wait a minute, these are really doing very good.
Yeah.
And then the whole pandemic thing happened,
Yeah.
and there was nothing, no sports going on or nothing. So I'm sitting back, I'm thinking, you know what? Why don't we just create a series? People are going to be wanting something, so
Yeah.
why don't we do it?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
so with my crew at that time, we got together,
Yeah.
and so we started picking out the cars,
Yeah.
doing the liveries, and the
Yeah.
tuning.
Yeah.
Now, if you remember, in the Horizon 4 map and the Lego expansion, there was one track that was kind of oval shaped.
Yes. True that. Yeah.
That's where we decided to do the first race, was at that oval track.
Yeah.
All the other ones had to be custom made. And it was really hard to do those because it weren't going to be 100% accurate. Well, not exactly accurate at all, but it would get the point across, hopefully.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then you came in Edinburgh, you made a map. You made like an oval track there, if I remember right.
I
Didn't
made
you?
something like an. I made
Yes.
Indianapolis, which was kind of funny because they call it the brick road,
Mm.
and I looked down at the ground while I was making that track. I was like, "We're running on bricks."
The
I know.
brick
I was like,
road,
"I
yeah.
know what we're gonna call this."
but uh, but why did you decide to make it in Forza Horizon and not in Forza Motorsport? Since in Forza Motorsport there is already Daytona there is also
And
Miami, Atlantic. I think there is also around why on
at the
Forza
time,
Horizon?
well, when I heard about there was going to be a NASCAR expansion to Motorsport 6,
Mm,
of course, that's when they introduced the actual cars that NASCAR uses. So I thought, okay, so they're going to bring the cars in. Are they also going to bring all the other tracks in too? Of
yeah.
course, the tracks they already had was, like I said, Daytona,
Mm,
Homestead, and
yeah.
Indianapolis.
Yeah.
There are so many other tracks that they go to that Motorsport does not have.
Okay.
For example, I'm just going to throw out some names. You probably won't know, but these are some of the names of the tracks they go to: Talladega,
Mm,
Darlington,
yeah.
Bristol, and Kansas.
Okay. Okay.
Those are some of
Yeah.
the tracks they go to.
Yeah. But still,
And
I don't understand why on Forza Horizon, not on Forza Motorsport, because of the cars though, or because okay, there were a few tracks in Forza Motorsport. Wouldn't be easier, and then you could have more cars. You could have 24 cars instead of 12.
well, at the time, we only had about 12 people in my crew, and we talked about it, and we're like, it might be easier for us to just do 12 instead of doing
Mm.
40 or something cars,
Okay.
which would be hard to do to organize that big of an event. So, and
Yeah.
also,
Yeah.
kind of the reason I decided to go with Horizon is kind of the free roaming type stuff that they have. Like, it was kind of like, okay, so the creativity to it. Well, things how Motorsport doesn't have the tracks. Why don't we go and
Mm.
make the tracks ourselves? And I
Okay.
was really happy when the Hot Wheels expansion came out again for Horizon 5.
Yeah.
Because now, because I was having a hard time with the stuff they already had.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, I don't know if you noticed or not, but when you're trying to make a track and you're trying to put in some of those ramps and all that stuff in it, they
Yeah.
don't tend to snap together.
Yeah.
So when the Hot Wheels expansion came out, they were able to snap the tracks together. And I was like, perfect.
Okay.
That's exactly what I need.
Now it's going to go. Yeah,
And
understood. Okay.
so I was able to make, I won't say they're 100% accurate, but I was able to make Daytona, Talladega, Bristol, Charlotte. I was able to make all of them. Well,
Okay.
I still got a few more to do.
Okay. So it's
So
a
yeah,
lot
that's
of
kind of
work.
why it is.
And are you doing everything by yourself?
I'm doing
Yeah,
everything.
so you do
I'm
also
making.
mm, you're
Go ahead.
making No, you go ahead. I was going to ask, but you are already replying. Just-
I'm making the tracks. I'm making
Yeah.
the liveries. I'm making the
Mm,
tunes for the cars.
yeah.
And so I'm doing also a bunch of other stuff too. It's just like
Yeah.
I decided to do all that because at the time, the people I
Yeah.
had didn't know how to make
Yeah.
liveries. And I'll
Okay.
be honest, I didn't know how to make liveries that much either. But I dealt with
Okay.
it a little bit to figure out, okay, here's what I can
Okay.
do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. And are your liveries, are they replicas of real ones, or are just uh, totally new?
it's been a it's been a both. Some are
Okay.
accurate, some are not. The ones
Okay.
that are accurate are kind of throwbacks. Now, what a throwback
Okay.
is, you're throwing back to a original design of a car.
Okay. Yeah.
So I have to take more time with those to get the stripes and all that type of stuff right.
Yes.
Now, for example, like my 24 Exalta car, it looks
Yeah.
nothing like the actual car in real life.
Okay.
Instead, it's kind of a retro version of the Rainbow Warriors car,
Okay.
which was Jeff Gordon's name, which it was his nickname at the time because his sponsor at the time was DuPont, which was a paint company. And
Hmm.
the best way to show off your paints and all that is through a rainbow.
Okay.
So his car had rainbows on it.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
so also, so let's say all this NASCAR series has made you learn how to make blueprints, to learn how to do everything, to use your creativity to make all those tracks in Forza Horizon 5. It You have learned how to do liveries, how to use the all the tools you have in Forza, and did you have to learn how to tune, or you already knew how to do it?
I kind of had to learn how to tune
Yeah,
because I was not the best at it. So I kind of
yeah,
had to pick up a thing or two on how to do it.
yeah,
And so I kind of made it a rule in the
yeah,
series that you have to use the tunes that I made.
yeah.
Reason for that, you and I
Yeah.
both know people are better at making tunes than other people.
Yes.
So if everyone's on the same setup, the better chance is that someone who doesn't know how to tune can have the advantage of winning against someone who knows how to make a tune.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So if everyone has the same tune, so it's more equal to everyone.
it's more, you get a better chance. Your
Yes.
chances of
Understood.
winning
Yeah.
increase.
Yeah. Understood. Understood. That's why I like when we play. I like when on Forza Horizon we on the trial we have to use the stock cars because though everyone has the same car.
Yeah, everyone has the same car.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that I do better. I still suck at it, but at least I know
We
everyone has the same chance.
One thing I would say about the tunes is that if someone came out and said, "Hey, look, I don't like this setup. It's not really working for me. It's not doing so good." Well, what we would do was we would go back into it, figure out what was wrong, and we would go test it and
Yeah,
see how it does.
yeah,
And if it does good, we'll release it to the others and we'll go at it again.
okay, yeah. I that's. I think it's a good thing what you were doing. It's make it better. But has anyone said no? I want to use my tune. I don't like your tune. Your tune sucks. I want to do. I use mine. Have you had this kind of problem? Because I know
And
it can happen.
every single time I tried to do one of these,
Yeah. Wouldn't it be easier to just let everyone use their own tune? Because on real life, people use on Nascar, they don't use everyone the same tune. They have each one has their own team taking care of the car.
actually, okay. Here's the thing about. Okay, actually the funny thing. In
Mm,
NASCAR, they have rules. You cannot change certain things to the cars.
yeah,
As in, you can't change the gearing, you can't
yeah,
change the spoiler or anything like that. But if
okay,
you mess with the tire pressure, you can.
yeah,
They find out the tire pressure. You can change the tire pressure a little bit,
yeah,
and there's something to do with. I think at one time that you could do something if you were. There was one thing you could do was if you cheat within the fuel, you can get better horsepower out of it. It was something to do with the
okay,
fuel.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
So yes, I understand. You wouldn't have so much control of the tunes people would be using if yeah. I think I understand. Yeah, yeah. But still, yeah, it's complicated.
Yeah, it's really complicated.
Yeah, I know I understand. Yeah, if you yeah because there are those people that you just give the hand and they take the whole arm and yes, yes, I understand. And how do you organizing it all? You do it on like you have like a Discord on email,
We
telephone.
we do have a Discord set up, but unfortunately,
Hmm,
it's no one hardly uses it anymore. So
yeah,
because we haven't
yeah.
done a race in about almost 6 months.
Oh, okay, okay. So if you have everything ready to go, but you have not enough people to play to do all the
The
cars. I mean,
hard
to
the
play.
thing that's been the hardest with that is trying to
Yeah.
find people to commit to it
Okay. Yeah.
because the races there's about 36 of them.
Okay, that's a lot of races. 36, you know that.
Yep, yep, I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. It's and how long less each race? 10 minutes?
It depends on how big. For example, the Daytona 500, it is set for 50 laps, but
Mm.
the package that we use, it's a high horsepower package, so you're going around the track a lot faster than you
Mm.
would do at some of the other tracks.
Okay. But
So a 2.5 mile long track, I could probably do that in 25 seconds.
But 36 races with 50 laps would be how many races you could do a week? One every each week?
Yeah,
It's
we tried to do one. We tried to do one each week. Not all of
okay.
them are set for 50 laps. Some of them might be set for 10, or depending on how
Okay.
big the track is, the less laps we do. Like the only big one we have to do is Daytona. That's about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I think it's a big project. Project. Oh my god, I can't say that word. Project.
Project.
Yes, it's a big one. It's well, it's yep. Well, it's what we're doing. It's amazing. I mean, I don't know if I would have been being able to do I wouldn't have been able because I can't paint, I can't tune, I can barely race, and I have some creativity, but usually I just tell other people to do them. So do this for me, please. I can't. No, I really hope maybe you can maybe make a mini version of it and go for it. Find people. Maybe if you are watching and want to participate, just send a message to Taku. Maybe there are people that loves NASCAR and want to also be part of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I kind of hoping
why
that
not?
too. But
Yeah. Oh, it's. I mean,
well, occasion.
honestly, I say 36 races. They seem a lot. I see other people that are other teams that organize in championships. Usually, they have 4 or 5 races. So 36.
Yeah,
I don't. It's a huge commitment. So people lives change in 36 weeks. If you just meet once a week, it's a lot. But it's not impossible. I'm sorry. I don't want to say it's not impossible. It's a lot of work, but it's not impossible. It can't be done. Sorry.
it
I,
can be done, and
yeah.
honestly, it kind of has shown through
Mm.
subscribers and views that people are interested in this.
Yeah, yeah, that's nice. I think NASCAR it's very popular. I'm pretty sure among many Americans would be very interested in being part of it and doing something and because it's fun. You guys would be racing and talking and maybe not talking because of well, I guess racing it's better just to focus on racing and not be there talking. But yes, I think it's a beautiful thing what you are doing in Forza Horizon 5 because for me, a race like that, a championship like that, I would think only on Forza Motorsport. Maybe
Well,
next year when Forza Motorsport is out, maybe there are NASCAR tracks there. I don't know. I don't know. They haven't
if
yet said the tracks that are
I
going to be
discussed
there.
this, I have discussed this with the new people I'm talking to now. If Motorsport was to add all the tracks that NASCAR goes to, I
Yeah.
would move the series from Horizon to Motorsport. I would do it, but unfortunately,
Yeah.
they don't. They don't. They're not able to do that. So, sticking with
Understood.
Horizon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. That's true. Yeah. Well, I really hope everything goes well with that. And if you would like to join, do you have a place? Yeah, maybe you have. Do you have? Yes, you said you don't have enough people. So yes, if you'd like to join, send a message to Taku. All his social media will be here, where you find him on Twitter. And if just send me after a link to your Discord, Taku, and I will also add your Discord here. So it'll be here in the description. And yes, it's nice what we're doing. I think it's a lot of work and it's a beautiful work what we're doing.
Hmm.
Yep. So now let's let's go forward. I'm curious with all this NASCAR working. Do you have played? Do you have time to play other games beside Forza?
Uh, kind of. I do, but they're not. They're all on my Xbox right now.
Yeah.
I switched to PC now, so I have to re-buy a lot of those games. But many of the games I play on PC now are American Truck Simulator, which I haven't played it lately, and Minecraft,
Mm.
which
Mm.
that's
Why do you?
the only.
But
You know
why
what?
do you have to rebuy them?
Because I can't transfer them from Xbox. Their disc. I can't transfer
Ah,
them. I can't transfer
they are
them.
disc. Okay, I don't know. I only have digital copies, so I know I could use them everywhere. Okay, I don't know about discs how it works. Also, yeah.
If I had the
Uh,
digital version, like if I bought it on the Microsoft Store,
yeah.
I could definitely transfer it to the PC because I already
The
own it.
PC. Yes.
But since it's on disc, you can't do that. I
Okay.
don't
I
know.
didn't know that. I didn't know that. I have no idea. I just own one game in disc that is Forza Horizon 1. Everything else that I own is digital copy, so I don't know. Yeah, okay. That's not good, because they are expensive. Games are expensive, so
Oh, trust me, my mother got mad when she saw I spent $60 on the game.
yeah, I know.
She's
I'd be
like,
mad
"Dude,
at
what?"
myself. I'd be mad at myself because I know I'm an adult, so I don't need my mom, but still, I get mad at myself. Stop buying games. I know, so I understand
Well,
her.
the one thing I switched to PC for is because it'll be better off because with a PC,
Mm,
if I need to, just replace the part.
yeah.
Now you know when the new Xbox came out, the Series One and the Series S, I believe, is that what it
Yeah.
was called, the Series S? Those
X,
things were
the
like
last one, yeah.
those things were close to about $1,000.
The Series X, no, it's like $500.
I think at the time it was like close
I
to a
think it's
grand.
still only if you buy from people that is reselling it very expensive.
So
Series X,
it was more in the long run. It was better off just to upgrade my PC and just
yes,
play
it's
games
okay.
on there.
It's okay. I am more a console person. I prefer to use my Xbox instead of my computer. I think it's easier for me.
I still have the original Xbox One S when they first came
Okay.
out. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't have that one anymore. I had one as the white one. The no, it's not the original maybe, but I had what my first Xbox, the one S.
The 360.
No, I never had the 360. I was late to the party, so I never had a
Oh,
chance to own a 360. No, I don't. No, my first Xbox was the one S, so it was yeah, white,
okay.
and yeah, that was my first one. Yes. Well, Taco, I think that's it. I think we have talked about everything that I want to ask you. And I really wish you good luck with your Nascar series. It's a very beautiful thing what you are doing. It sounds fun, even though I think 36 weeks are too long to commit. Yeah.
If we have a spot open, I'll try to get you to come there and try it out.
I don't like to race. I get bored
Or
when I
shoot,
have
I'll get
when
you
I
on,
have
I'll get you on the practice laps.
could be. I could maybe try, but when I start to do a race that's very long, I think I have a very short attention span. I just get struck. I get bored. I start thinking about other things. The longer the race, the worse I would do. It's something I can't help. it's it's terrible for me. I like quick races, like 3 minutes. It's good enough. I swear, I'm terrible at long races. I get, yep. I start thinking about other stuff, and then nope, not happening. But I know some people who are able to do two. They are able to race for 2, 3 hours, and I just don't know how they do it. It's
I couldn't do that. I could not race for 2 to 3 hours.
no, I don't know how they do it. It's impressive because it's a long time to be there racing, holding the controller and looking at the monitor or TV. I can't do it. I can't. So yes, those are things that we needed to take in consideration. Those people that will do long races.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Taco, thank you very much for taking your time and talking to me. So, like I
Yeah, no
said,
problem.
everyone, yeah, I'm putting all his social links on the description. And if you're interested in to know anything more about this NASCAR series he is making, just send him a message or join his Discord or follow him on Twitter or his YouTube channel. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet. Okay. Okay. Bye bye, everyone. Bye, Taco. And thank you again for being here.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.